Welcome. My name is Kelly Vanderwoudy. This is the first of a long series of videos where we're going to look at each psalm, and I'm going to give you within a minute. I don't know how that's going to look, but in a minute, I will give you a 10,000 foot view of what that psalm is. So, any backstory that I can, any cool things that are going on that you should know about. And then the hope and encouragement is then for you, if you hadn't read that psalm yet, that you would go read that psalm. But we'll see how this goes. So there'll be about 151 of these, maybe more. Depends on if I want to break down Psalm 119. It's just this beautifully long, cool psalm. But we'll see it. We'll see about that. Couple of things before we get into this introduction. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way, you're notified when new videos come. I don't know how often I'm going to do this at this point. It's going to be one a week. I am a pastor. I've got a family and a job, and so this is not my calling, my place. I'm a minister of a church in Fort Collins, Colorado. But I'm also an author, and so I'll put the link there in or here somewhere. So you can go check out my book on Amazon. It's called The Honesty of the Psalms. It's reflections on each psalm. Not the 10,000 foot view, a more deeper view, but also it's a challenge within each of those psalms for you to engage with the psalm. That's the whole hope is that you not only read the psalm, and then I'm going to give you some backstory, some context and history and some meaning and point to other things, but it's really the psalms are meant for us to engage with them and to, I don't want to give too much info as to I'm going to get into this introduction here, but they're meant for us to engage in. So the Bible and the Psalms within the Bible is God's love story of his people and in God's story and work through his son whom he sent. And so, we get that beautiful story, but we also get this brokenness of God's people as they try to engage in this broken world and engage with a holy and loving God who loves them and redeems them regardless. So the Psalms just, the Bible's meant for us to engage. And so you can get that. We're already, I don't even know I'm going to do these Psalms in a minute. We're already at almost 2.5 minutes, and I haven't even started yet. But it's not about all the stuff before or after the minute. The psalm will be in a minute. The video is probably going to be longer, clearly, than a minute. But this first one, especially as this is the kickoff, and I'm telling you who I am and all those other things. So let's get started with this psalm in a minute. So first things first, the introduction. The Psalms are a collection of Hebrew writings compiled by various authors over a hugely long period of time that reflect an authentic relationship with God. And so it's assumed that if you're reading this, that you too have an authentic relationship with God. You're not going to get a lot of backstory or context or much that's going on because this is their voice. These are their expressions, their struggles, their hallelujahs, their angers, their worries, their joys, everything that are lifted up to the God who wonders and or who listens. So we need to just remember that these are their words. The Psalms itself are broken up into 5 books that match the Pentateuch, and so you've got that picture there. And the Psalms themselves are under the poetry heading, so it's not a letter or an epistle, it's not a prophetic, it's not under history. This is poetry, and we have to allow it to be as such. And so again, these are authentic writings by broken people, lifted up to the guy on high who listens. And that is your Psalm in a minute. Thanks for watching. I hope you come back. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share with others as well who you think might enjoy this little thing I'm exploring with. And we'll see you next week. God bless. Take care.